My question is about Facebook pages and Facebook groups. So could you explain the difference between those and give us some ideas about how to use each one for our church? Thanks so much.
Okay, the difference between Facebook pages and Facebook groups, it's kind of a bit of a different philosophy. A Facebook page is kind of like a billboard. It's where you can broadcast information. It's where you can put information. Yes, you're trying to create engagement. Yes, you're trying to ask questions and get engaging content. It's not just about promotion, but it is very outward facing. So think to yourself, before you put something on your Facebook page, what would somebody in my community want to hear from us? What is the kind of information that someone in my community might like to hear in order to decide if they would like to visit us on a Sunday or engage with an event or come to our concert or whatever the case might be? What is something that someone in our community can like our page and find out more about? So that's very outward facing. A Facebook group is very internal. So it might be like if you were at a small group, what kind of things would you talk about there that you wouldn't just go talking about publicly in your community? That could be something like, this family, somebody from this family was in the hospital. Can somebody take them a meal? Or somebody needs some clothing? Or, hey, does anybody have any great recipe ideas for, leftover XYZ? So it's very much conversational internal. So something like, so-and-so is sick and we need extra hand to help in the nursery on Sunday. That would be perfect for your Facebook group of people who go to your church. Something like, you're invited to this event that we're putting on. That would be perfect for your Facebook page where somebody in the community would receive the invite. Now, I think optimal strategy is to take your Facebook group and divide them into subgroups or have multiple Facebook groups that reach different people. Maybe a Facebook group for parents of teenagers and a Facebook group for parents of the kids in your church and a Facebook group for singles and a Facebook group for people who are retired and a Facebook group for stay-at-home moms and a Facebook group for, basically, if you have a small group in your church in any form, your worship team is a small group, your youth leaders are a small group, your production team is a small group, your prayer group is a small group. Any of those potential small groups allows you to get the best message to the person who needs to hear it. So a group that has parents of teenagers is a great place to talk about the upcoming missions trip or answer any questions they have about a fundraising event. Whereas a group for retired people, you wouldn't put the youth information in there, but they might have their own conversations, their own events, or their own just things that matter to them that don't necessarily translate across different demographics. So that's the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook group. A Facebook page is for broadcasting into your community. Anybody who wants to can like your Facebook page and find out what's going on there. A Facebook group is more internal, and the best interaction is when you can build kind of micro communities through Facebook groups to allow people to interact with others that are in the same stage of life they're at. Now, if you have a question, you can go to churchmarketingideas.com and click the button that says Ask a Question. We promise we'll answer every single question that comes in, and a few of them we'll select to be on the podcast.